One thing that I struggle with, and I'm sure that all of us struggle with it, right, is being ourselves authentically. You know, not scared to walk in a room and make jokes that you find funny, if that makes sense. And you know, it's something that's normal. I would say it's normal not knowing who yourself not knowing who you are at the moment, And as life goes on, we find our different tastes, our different likings, what we don't like and all that. And it comes in different forms like, friendships, music, um, food, what we find entertaining, what we enjoy and what we don't. And based on my own experience, not knowing who I was, not knowing who I am, mind you, I'm still learning who I am. It's an everyday thing. We never really get to know who we are till we die, you know. So, really, as I was saying, based on my own experience, not knowing or struggling to know who I am, or struggling to be myself, left me confused, not having self-confidence in myself, always that shy, quiet kid and not standing for what I know and standing for what I like, you know. And it really led people to walk over me, you know, which I almost said which is normal, which is not. I mean, no one should get walked over, you know. And I would like to take one example, from Teen Titans. I'm assuming that we all watch Teen Titans. I hope, but after this I would like you to check it out. There was this one episode in Teen Titans, right? Where Starfire, you know how Starfire sounds. She has this type of weird voice from, like, her alien planet. Or not a weird voice, but that weird, she speaks weirdly, And there was one episode where her team, like Robin's, Cyborg, Beast Boy, and all that, were complaining about how she speaks, and they wanted her to improve on it. They wanted to understand her more clearly. They wanted her to be more fluent in her English or whatever. So we they also saw it as, she needs to find a new way of speaking more fluently, more clearly, more under, like, in a way that they can all understand, right? So what she did was, let me change the way I speak. So she spoke like Beast Boy first, and she stole basically Beast Boy's way of speaking, and implied it onto other people, and other people didn't really like it, right? She saw that. What did she do? She went back, changed her voice. Now she speaks like Robin, right? And people didn't like it. She sounded weird. She sounded funny. She was not being herself, right? And what did she do again? Went back, changed it to Cyborg's voice, changed it to Cyborg's way of speaking. His flow, like yo yo yo, whatever. And they didn't really like it because she was not being herself. Same thing happens. Raven's voice went back, doing that. And then at the end of the day, it showed, like, what happened was, it was like, a glitch in her own mind. It was like a glitch in her own mind where she went from Cyborg's voice to Beast Boy's voice to Raven's voice to Robin's voice. It was just like a whole. She was just stealing people's voices to sound proper, to meet people's needs, to let people like her more and to understand her more, right? And it just brought this whole spiral in her head where this moment she's speaking like Beast Boy. 3 seconds later, Cyborg. Just like, uh, 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 how should I say this? I almost say glitch in a matrix, but it's not. Like, basically a glitch in a system. She's not a robot. Like, in her mind, and it just let her collapse, just destroyed her, you know. So it ended by her um speaking her normal, speaking her way again, you know, the way that people understood her, the way that she used to speak, right? Like how I'm speaking now, you understand me like this. And if I, you know, if I, whatever, you understand. So that's that's basically the point I'm trying to put out there, you know, is that a lot of people won't get you as for you, right? And you not knowing yourself can bring confusion to you, can bring stress to you, it can lower your self-confidence because you don't know who you are, and how would people know who you are if you don't know who you are, if that makes sense, you know. Let me repeat myself. So you can't let people know who you are if you don't know who you are to yourself, you know. You know your taste. If you don't know your taste, find it. And it's a journey. It's a journey that we all take. And through that, we learn about ourselves, right? And like I said, no one really learns, no one really knows themselves until we die. It's a true reality, you know what I'm saying? So, and the people that's around you show you who you are, right? But that's not what I'm trying to put out there. So it really helps you to find who you are, to really see the person who you are, to really reflect on yourself, you know, to use your people around you to see the type of way you are, the type of way they see you, you know. And it really directs our path in a way, not in a way, it really directs our path, you know, seeing how our friends treat us, seeing how our family treats us, seeing how the people around us treat us, you know. So that's just what I was trying to say. That's just what I'm trying to say. Really, to say in conclusion that you should stand for what you like, and you should be confident in what you like. And it's not always that everyone is going to like what you like, you know. The most important thing is that you like it, you love it, you enjoy doing it, but at the same time, be open to um be open to judgments, be open to people's point of views upon it, you know. Is it destroying your life? Is it impacting other people's life in a positive way? If it's not, it's not. I mean, if everything doesn't have to glorify people, it doesn't have to, you know, impact someone's way. Impact, if I'm making sense, it doesn't really have to, what you like doesn't really have to basically impact the other person's life in a positive way. You know, sometimes it's just a personal thing. You like it, you like the taste of the food, you like the taste of the music. So keep it that way. You don't need to always be the guy that's always on the aux, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, in conclusion, stand for what you like, love it. If you enjoy it, be confident about it, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because it's your life at the end of the day, you know. If they don't like it, let them deal. But don't think because they don't like it is something that it's like you're doing something good, you know. Sometimes they're being genuinely honest with you, and that's your friends and family. They're being genuinely honest with you because they see that, bro, this what you're doing is, it's not gonna impact your life in a positive way, or it's not helping you, but it's helping you in a negative way, you know. So yeah, love what you're doing, Be yourself, be authentic, be unique, because no one is the same. Your life is not my life. And yeah, stay blessed.